Artemis Toast here. It's football season now, obviously. I'm a big Pittsburgh Steelers fan, and, on game days, it's going to be about that. My daily vlog or upload or whatever you want to call it is going to be about football, or specifically the Steelers. They kicked butt tonight. Man, great game. It was all kinds of awesome. Trademark. Um, you know, Big Ben on point. AB was doing what he does. I mean, there's no other way to say it. You talk about Antonio Brown. Um, you know, everybody, regardless of what team you're a fan of, everybody has something to say about Antonio Brown, and it usually revolves around the, freak, freakish athlete, and the such. But once again, wonderful game. I in the preseason, like everybody, I really saw something in that Eli Rogers. He came through today, a little bit shaky in the beginning, but with that deflection. But then he made up for it with that other deflection. He caught in the end zone. Great hands, great presence. Just great job, just pulling it in. Finishing that play. The man stepping up in place of Green at the moment at tight end. The outlaw Jesse James, had some big catches on defense. Shazier was looking great. He always does. Secondary wasn't looking too horrible. They were talking about it a lot. They were playing that zone defense, and I really think they should consider using that a lot more because I think regardless of the specifically if it's a weak running team, but I think even regardless of that, it's something that Butler should consider using some more of. What else do we have? D. Williams, man, these next two games before Bell comes back, if you keep putting up these 100-yard, putting up these 100-yard games and great receptions too, even though you got called out today about not being a very good tipper, you keep putting up numbers like that, I'll start tipping people for you. And that's coming from someone that waited tables before. No hate intended. Good job, D. Williams. What else do we have? Ben, going back to Ben, doing what he does best, holding on to the ball, allowing people to improvise, and once again, a shout out to the receivers for getting open in those situations, D. Will, was doing great in the checkdowns, he's filling that place nicely, all around, boss, the boss, no hate on, Sean Sweezum, from a couple seasons ago, but man, much like, I have magical golden ears, for music, Boss has a magical golden foot that hits those uprights. Once again, game was all kinds of awesome. Game nights, that's what my upload's going to be about. Big, huge Steelers fan. Only other thing I have to say about, this year is that, just make that happen, guys. Even due to the fact that Green and Martavius Bryant aren't there, man, a lot of people are stepping up, and there's other weapons too that they could utilize. Hayward Bay, you put him in some plays and he's one-on-one, he's great with the streak, people calling the question his hands in the past, but I seem to remember a lot of highlights from last year involve him catching a long ball. Fast guy. Toussaint, really happy with this team this year, and once again, I predict this. Artemis Toast out.